You and me and a cup of tea. I have a friend who's been pushing me to start doing longer videos. And I've decided to do this over a weekend, just as a chat between you and me. I'm sitting on a very old chair that used to belong to my grandmother. She was married, I think, in 1928, so nearly 100 years old. Out on my patio, beautiful summer's day. And I'm listening to the noise that's going on around us. So from time to time you might hear a vehicle drive past. I'm definitely not editing this, so it's going to come just as it is. There's such a lot of noise around us at the moment. Everybody fighting to get our attention. The politicians, whatever's happening in America with South Africa at the moment, mainstream media, YouTube. There's such a lot of hate on YouTube at the moment. Angry. People are so angry at the moment. And everybody, the one shouting louder than the other one, fighting for your attention. Because everybody wants to be heard. This here is a year where it is even more important than any other time that we find the stillness within ourselves, that we come within ourselves, that we become the eye of within the storm. And remember, whatever noise is around you, whatever noise is carrying on and everybody shouting to get your attention, it is only information. Something I've had to learn in my life. Do I want to react to everything and give my energy to everybody, listen to everybody, putting my life in turmoil? And the moment I sit down and I look at my life, I actually see how peaceful and how good my life is. And then you realize that whatever noise is outside there is really just information. The wonderful thing is, you get to choose what you do with that information. We are set up so amazingly that when you look through a magazine, and let's say it's a magical magazine that has all kinds of information, stuff about dancing and interior and finance and vehicles and different hobbies, maybe woodwork, maybe embroidery, all kinds of information is in that magazine. And you page through that magazine. You will only pick up the stuff that's important to you, that you recognize as part of your life. And the other things will go past. You won't look at it. You might have a fleeting glance because the photo catches your attention, and then you move on again. And that's basically how we should live our life. When I want to change something in my life, I specifically go out and read up about it and find what I want to change. And then the rest, I just let go. It's information. What do you want? You cannot hold all information. And information is exactly that. It is my choice whether I let it in or do I just let it pass. So in this time where there's so much noise, become discerning as to where you stop and focus. See everything just as information. And know that it is your right, your power to choose what you want to do with that information. Do you want to buy into the fear? Or do you want to look at your life and actually see how amazing your life is? Because mine is pretty good. A lovely cup of rooibos tea with a little bit of honey and lemon in it. You know, there's basically three people living within you. One is the one that the outside world see. And I'm always fascinated by how people perceive me. Because remember, people are going to see you through their glasses, through who they are. It's always interesting how people label us. I find it fascinating. Then there is the person that you portray to the outside world, the one that you want the outside world to see, the one that has the walls and the protections to ensure that your vulnerabilities aren't visible. And then there's the true person within, the one with all the vulnerabilities, the one with all the beauty, the one with the true desires. That is the true you. That is the only you that you need to listen to. And so when all that information comes, when all that noise plays around, drop back into that true you, that inner you, the real, vulnerable, loving, beautiful, that amazing you. And so is this really me, or is this just something of the world? Because in this world we get to play. And we get to play in this world from us. And we decide. Nobody can decide for you. We decide how we want to play in this world. You're not a victim. You actually have so much power. You are sold the story that you are a victim. But you know, you've got all the power to change it. You've got all the power to make a choice. And in this year of 2025, it is even more important than any other time that we know who we are. So instead of listening to all that noise out there, why don't you discover who you are? Drop into you. Go and sit quiet time. We're so scared of being quiet. I've just finished my morning routine. I've been for a beautiful walk on the beach. My beautiful Leah dog, who's a rescue, she had such fun in the water. And I take such inspiration from her. Where I live, the water can be very cold at times. And at the moment, it is just beautiful, the seawater. Just absolutely gorgeous. And she was just running and in the water and out the water, and then would charge up onto us. And she knows who she is. She knows what she wants. I can see when her insecurities come out and things like that. And so we're not much different. Know who you are. Have fun in your life. Don't stop your life for anybody or anything. Oh, what I was saying is, and I had my quiet time. That is so important because I live with me. I need to know who I am. I need to know what is important in my life. If you hear a terrible sound, it's a normal household and there's a washing machine taking off. But I know who I am. I know what I want in life. I know where I'm going. If you buy into other people's dreams and their fears and their visions of what life should be, you're not living your life. You are missing out on your life. And in all this noise, I'm just thinking about the washing machine. In all this noise, it is so important that you know who you are and return to you. I'm inviting you to do that. In this week, challenge yourself to find those moments when the noise really gets crazy around you. To take a deep breath, to focus on who you are. There's an inner you that is just fighting and screaming to be heard as well. The only thing is, it's much softer than the outside world. So give attention to you. Who are you? What do you like? What do you want from your life? It's important to write it down. There's great value in writing things down. So I don't want this to be a lecture, a preach. I just want to chat to you. I know my fears also set in from time to time. Yesterday when I heard all that stuff from America. And it's okay, it's there. And for some people it's important, because I do know people who desperately waiting for that, but that's been their dream all along, and that's good, because that's their dream. Is it my dream? I've got a different dream, and I'm working on that dream. We don't have to follow like sheep, and our friends will want to pull us in from a place of love, because they think that's good, and they want us to have good. But my good is my good, and your good is your good, and that's wonderful. So let the noise pass you by. Take what you need to take and live your life. Meet that third inner you, that quiet you, the true you. I challenge you to go and sit quietly with that inner you and see what it wants, because that is you. Have an awesome week. I'll do this next week again, and let's see how it goes. Bye.